Good morning. How are you doing today? Thank you for coming. Today we will be discussing the future of field service. My name is Tarek Al-Arabi. I'm the Commercial Director of Link Development. And we're doing this event in collaboration with Pinnacle, who actually biannually do a CET event, which is customer engagement. And this is sort of a follow-up and a continuation of that regular event. But today what we wanted to do is actually share with you what's new, what's really happening in the field services area. And mainly, as you know, with the challenging economics that we're going through, everybody is looking into how to improve field service and customer service in general in order to maintain more customers. Also, people are looking into, a lot of companies are looking to the cost of customer acquisition, the cost of customer retention. So today we're having a variety of topics that we're going to discuss across the day. And these start from things related to process, software, services, motivating staff. We have a lineup of speakers today that they will share also their experiences, and we hope that you actually have lots of learning through the day, and that you're able also to ask your questions and get answers to any points that you would want to discuss. So please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time during the day, and feel free to ask questions. You can either we'll be at the end of each session, we'll be having a Q&A. So feel free either to write your questions and then we can pass them over to the speaker, or just we'll give you the mic and then we can have some questions. With that, I'll actually introduce Andreas. Andreas is the Managing Director of H2P, and he's going to share with us today a lot of process-related experiences and some very exciting stories that I will leave actually Andreas to tell us about today. Please welcome Andreas to the floor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope you can. Let's see. Good morning, everybody. So, yeah, I saw already this morning that we have a lot of different industries here. Yeah. So, of course, if I come to a presentation like this, I'm always fully motivated to talk about facility management. But I see we have people from automotive industry, we have people from oil and gas industry, and from a lot of different other sectors. Yeah. So maybe we just change the topic a little bit and say we take the facility way that we say it's just management and field services projects. Yeah. But nevertheless, the topic is importance of technology for efficient management and handling of facility management and field services projects. A little bit self-marketing must be allowed. Yeah. So H2P, we founded this company in 2015. I have an experience of 30 years in facility management, and I lived in 6 countries in the world during the past 25 years. I worked and traveled to more than 70 countries, always related to this issue. So I think all this work gave me a very good overview what is going on in different countries, which gives a lot of basis for the decision on how to approach projects. So we have our focus in waste facility, wastewater, construction, and logistics management, with a regional focus on the GCC and Africa. I'm the advisory board member of the ICM Foundation. We are managing $2.7 billion of projects in Africa, and I'm the advisor of the Ras Al Khaimah Waste Management Authority for hazardous and special and medical wastes. So our philosophy, our vision is that we say we translate international standards and best practices in waste, wastewater, into local and practicable solutions. Yeah? This is something which is, from my point of view, very important. I just came from Doha this morning. I was working there for a couple of weeks, even with Hamad Medical Corporation and Ooredoo. So in Qatar, there are 2 situations at the moment, or two stories to tell here. The one is that the EMA of Qatar decided 2016 we cut off the staff 30% in the public sector. Oh, yeah. how to do this. Now the people have to start working. Yeah? And of course, it's not that easy just to say, I lay off 30% of people. No, it's also a transfer of risk, of liability, yeah, to contractors. Yeah? So there are a lot of outsourcing projects going on. So what happened now is that Hamad Medical Corporation, together with the Primary Healthcare Corporation, they're covering more than 90% of the healthcare sector in Qatar. They're outsourcing everything. The whole total facility management, including security, including medical appliances, including catering, cleaning, landscaping, valet parking, and of course also the hard FM, so the MEP maintenance. Literally, there's no company in Qatar who can do this. Yeah? The market is floated with tenders at the moment, yeah? And all the companies now are struggling, yeah? What to do, yeah? If you see just one project, Hamad bin Khalifa Medical City, yeah? You have to dig yourself through 6,300 drawings, yeah? If you do this in a proper way, it will take one person 210 days. We calculated this, yeah? You have 6 weeks for the proposal, yeah? The communication between customer and bidders is, sorry for my rude French, disastrous, yeah? Because also the people on the other side, they even don't know what to do with it, yeah? It's very important, yeah? What I want to say with this, you have to know processes, yeah? And you have to know how to organize these things, yeah? The second is Ooredoo, the Qatar Telecom, yeah? Ooredoo 6 months ago, they awarded their facility management for something like 2,000 facilities they have in Qatar to a company. And under the scope of this company, they bring us a CFM solution. Okay, the company goes, buys CFM solution, starts to implement this. Now after 6 months, they kick them out because the quality of the facility management itself not given, and number two, the system not running. Now we have a very special situation here, yeah, because Ooredoo even doesn't have a contractual relation with the CFM provider. They have the licenses, yeah. Now they're looking, where are we standing here, yeah? We don't know what is the status of the implementation, yeah. And the provider is waiting there and says, yeah, make me an offer I cannot say no to, yeah. I don't have a contract with you. Yeah. So if we see the technology in facility management and field services, yeah. So it's all on, yeah, getting overview, getting a solid basis for planning, getting a solid basis for forecasting, yeah. We have to deal with a lot of topics here, planned preventative maintenance, yeah. So if you take our colleagues from the automotive industry here, yeah, if I buy a car, yeah, the dealer tells me, bring your car to the service every 10,000 kilometers. And everybody of us is doing this, yeah. We even don't think about, yeah. But if there's an investor who puts 500,000 dirhams, 2 billion dirhams in a building, yeah, and the contractor comes, or the planner comes and says, but make sure that every month, every 3 months, 6 months, whatever, you do your planned preventative maintenance, well, this is a lot of money I have to pay for, yeah? So you have to plan preventative maintenance. On the other side, you have the reactive maintenance, yeah? Is also what we know from our car, yeah? When I bring my car to the service, within the next 2-3 weeks after this, something is broken, is defect. So I have to bring it again. This is then the reactive maintenance, yeah? So also something, yeah, which is a very important part because depending on what you do in facility management, there are certain response times, service levels, yeah. So let's say Qatar Rail in Doha, for example, or airport in Dubai, the same, yeah. If an air conditioning system stops working, you don't have 5 days to repair it, yeah. So there are response times, sometimes 30 minutes, 60 minutes, yeah, where you have to show up there and you have to start working on the repair, yeah. So, but all of this has to be planned, no matter if it's a planned maintenance, if it's a reactive maintenance, yeah. So, but how we do this, yeah. So, and therefore, usually we have to use systems, yeah. I think the most important part in all what we are talking here, systems to use, is, yeah, we have to know our processes. Yeah, so I see it very often if I work with companies, yeah, that I go there and say, you know your processes? Yes. Okay, then write it down. Yeah. People are not able to describe what they are doing. They can do it, but they are not able to describe this. So now, on the other side, you have the software provider. Yeah, and the software provider comes with a standard. Yeah, so how we make sure that these two personalities now, yeah, I know what I do, but I cannot describe it to you. I know what you think you know, yeah, but you have to explain me how I have to do it in my system, yeah. So how can we make sure that these two people understand each other, yeah? And at the end of the day, this is where we consultants come into place, yeah. We help them to translate, yeah, if this is link, if this is H2P, yeah. So we have to make sure that the company knows their processes, the people know their processes, and that they describe their processes, that we have a very, very solid and clear basis for the development and for the configuration of the systems. Yeah. Once this is done, we can start with using the system in a perfect way. Yeah. That we say the more data we put in the system, yeah, the better basis we have for planning, for forecasting. Yeah. Today you see a lot of tenders where the customer comes and says, yeah, I expect that you become better over the contractual period of 3, 5, or 10 years. Yeah? And if it can become better, I think that you will increase your profit after 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Yeah? So, and I want to have a part of this. So please project from day one, when I submit a proposal, please project me your cost savings over 5 years. Yeah? So now it's not only the best commercial proposal, the best technical proposal. No. Suddenly, I have to give the customer 3%, 2%, 5% savings, yeah, per year. Yeah? So, but how do I do this? Do I scratch my head? Do I scratch my tummy here? Yeah? So I need a basis for, yeah? So in the basis, on the one side, it can come only from learning. Yeah? We have to do certain assumptions in the beginning, certain guessing sometimes, yeah. But a properly maintained system, yeah, delivers these data because I know what did I plan for my maintenance, yeah, what came on top from reactive maintenance. Sometimes you have minor works, yeah, that the customer says, look here, yeah, I want to remove that wall, make the room bigger. So remove that wall, make a new partition wall, yeah, so what's the price? So this also falls under facility management here, yeah. So, but I always see what was my calculation basis, what did I spend for, yeah, and now I can start to forecast, to plan, yeah. And again, the more detailed information in my system is, the better I can do this, yeah. If you take an air handling unit, yeah. An air handling unit has a spare parts list. Yeah? So what do I know? What do I need for? The manufacturer will give me a maintenance manual. He will tell me when do I have to do the maintenance, what do I have to do during the maintenance. Yeah? There are vendor data. Yeah? Maybe the manufacturer is not the vendor. Yeah? Train whoever has an agent. Yeah? I have to know him. Yeah? So I have to have a detail of all spare parts. I have to know the warranty information, when warranty starts, yeah, how long the warranty period is. Yeah, maybe if the heat exchanger and air handling unit is broken, yeah, it falls under warranty. You even don't have to pay for. Yeah, the manufacturer, the agent has to take care of. Yeah, so I know how much time it will take me to do the maintenance. Yeah, so if I fill all this information in the system, yeah, I get a very, very good basis that I can go now and can say, and the system will help me with this, yeah. So if you take field 1, for example, yeah, so the system will help me to tell me, yeah, what do I have to do on which day. And the system will tell me how many people I will need. And now on the other side, I have my resources, my maintenance team, yeah. And then the system will tell me, but be careful, Andreas, on that period he's on leave. Yeah? So what you do is, at the end of the days, you start at the beginning, you fill your system, yeah? And then you do a permanent forecasting. Everything happening. Yeah? If you have a reactive maintenance, yeah? So now I have to go to that air handling unit because something was defect. And I see next week I have to do the preventative maintenance. Yeah? So now I combine this. Yeah? So, but this will give me a new forecast date for the next preventative maintenance, yeah? Because I did it a little bit earlier. Yeah? So all of this information you get to the system, yeah? And then you you always have a very good planning, reporting, forecasting basis for this. Yeah? So technology, yeah, it's cross-industry, of course. Yeah? If you see where we use technology today, and I'm talking again about facility management, yeah, properties, manufacturing, healthcare, telecoms, hospitality, residential, airports, everything, high pedestrian traffic areas, yeah. So in Qatar, for example, at the moment there's a tender for 71 metro and tram stations. It's 1.5 million square meters total facility management, yeah. And you have very specific requirements, what you can do there, when you can do it, yeah. If you go in the sector, schools, universities, yeah, hotels, the same, yeah. You cannot just imagine how the door opens and the guys start to hoover the diffusers here, yeah. Would be disturbing, yeah. So you have to schedule here, yeah. We talked a little bit already about the prerequisites, yeah. Know your processes is very important. Know your project, yeah. And this is no matter what you do. In facility management, you have a lot of fleet management as well, yeah. So also the automotive industry has to rethink, yeah. Last year I had a tender in Qatar, Al Udeid Air Force Base, US Air Force, yeah. They tendered 3,000 cars, rental, yeah. And they say, tell us how you do it with the maintenance, the towing service, whatever, yeah. And I gave you 15 pages to describe this, yeah. So also there, you have to think very, very sharp how you do it, yeah. What is also, from my point of view, very, very important, yeah, if you start to implement this technology, to update this technology, and this is no matter where you do it, yeah, you need people with visions, yeah. It is not how to do the maintenance for that car. It is not how to do the maintenance for this reactor, yeah. It's no, what do I want to achieve with this, and why do I do this, yeah. Then at the end of the day, the single maintenance task is just a waste product, yeah. But important is where do we want to reach, yeah. And if we go a little bit away from the CAFM and a little bit more to the direction of the ERP, yeah. There's always a lot of discussion. The ERP providers, they say we can do FM, yeah. The CAFM providers say we can do ERP, yeah. At the end of the day, this is not true, yeah. ERP is ERP, CAFM is CAFM, yeah. But what we have to make sure is, and therefore the visions are important, yeah, we have to make sure that these two systems talk to each other, and that there is a automated workflows, exchange of information, yeah, just to make sure that at the end of the day, all of us save time. Now we know that our jobs are becoming more and more complex and complicated, yeah. So we have to make sure that the technology helps us, yeah, to get rid of stuff that is just eating our time. Yeah? One aspect here, I also wrote down the central help desk, but decentral data processing. Yeah? Important for the tracking of data and the tracking of activities is the help desk function in CAFM. Yeah? I have a problem, I can call, or even field one, the others. They're offering now more and more the mobile services, so you as a customer, you have a smartphone app, very easy, yeah. It goes to the help desk, they register it, yeah. Important for response times, yeah, to tracking of response times, maybe we have penalties on this, yeah. And the central help desk can assign. Because maybe not everything you can do with a team which is on site. Maybe you have to send teams from the service center, yeah, emergency response team, whatever, yeah. So all of this will be monitored, tracked by the help desk. Yeah, there are certain escalation steps, yeah, that the help desk knows. If there is no response within that time, they will give it to operations management, or they will even at a certain point involve the general manager of the company, if it's a big drama. Yeah. If we see the help desk here again, yeah. So the planned preventative maintenance, the incidental maintenance response, the resource planning, customer service assets, yeah. Everything goes together on one screen. If we just take the picture, we all know this help desk or these call centers where you have the whole wall is a screen, yeah. There's a very nice picture in the internet. You can see the IBM help desk for the city of Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, I think if you Google IBM smart cities or so, you will find it. Yeah, this is like a football stadium. Yeah, where they monitor everything which is going on in, let's say, the wider sense of facility management and traffic management of the city of Rio de Janeiro, which has, I don't know, 12, 13 million people living there. It's amazing. Yeah. But as I said again, yeah, everything comes together here, yeah, and everything will be coordinated here. And from that point, the help desk is a very central function. And I think this is also something which where there is no difference if it is facility management, oil and gas, hotel, or if we are talking about automotive industry again. Yeah, also there more and more. If I call my dealer for the service, yeah, tuck, 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 I get my appointment. I don't have to talk to 3 people to find the appointment anymore. Yeah. So what is important for the decision on any software I want to implement in my company? Number one, the development costs. Yeah, we consultants, Tarek and me, we are very famous for our finger here. Yeah, so if you are not careful, we always come and say customization. Yeah? So this is not standard. This has to be customized. Yeah, so a lot of people, they just have a look at the license fees. Yeah? So the provider comes and says, yeah, the license is, I don't know, 300,000 dirhams. And there is a maintenance fee of 10, 12, 15, 17% of the license fees per year. Yeah? But what these providers don't tell you is, yeah, there is a development. Yeah? And now you take a consultant. Yeah? And the consultant does certain things as a standard. But if you want to have something special, customization. Because this is where they make the butter on the bread, like we say. Yeah? And I had a lot of projects. Yeah? The licenses were 300,000 to 500,000, especially in CFM. Yeah? And the companies ended up with 10 million. Yeah? Know your processes and have people with visions working on the project, and assign these people to the project that they really are focused on it. Yeah. So development cost, implementation time is always very critical. Yeah. Because especially now you have the situation. If you take Qatar here in Dubai, I remember last year there was a big facility management tender for both airports. Yeah. So and now the company that starts running say we have to go there, but we're doing our FM in Excel. And on the paper notebook, yeah. So now we have to have a system for them, yeah. So for the first proposal, you do some screenshots, whatever, yeah. But then the customer comes and says, "I want to see it," yeah. So you don't have 1 year time to develop it. Maybe you have to develop it in 4 to 6 weeks, yeah. And this is very, very challenging, yeah. The third-party integration, yeah. Also, we talked about SAP, for example, but there are a lot of other third parties. Yeah, if you go to a project now, yeah, the question is always BMS, building management system. Do you want to integrate a building management system? Yeah, it always makes sense because maybe you have hour counting of equipment, yeah, or you have sensors, yeah, and if certain hours are reached, yeah, the BMS will send a notification to the CFM. Attention, yeah, PPM, planned preventative maintenance, will come soon. Or sensor calls the system and says, "I'm defect, I'm sick." Yeah. So from there you immediately see what is going on, where it happens, yeah, and you can send somebody, yeah. But you have to make sure that this integration is given, yeah. All the CFM solutions today, they are open, yeah, they are open and willing to talk to everybody, but yeah. I'm not talking about Office package here, Word, Excel, where you also, of course, can export data for reports, for whatever, yeah. More and more important today, the mobile applications and updates, yeah. I told already, yeah, smartphone, tablet, yeah. a service technician, yeah, can take it. He gets his daily service tasks. So now he starts. Then, oh, I don't know where this is, yeah. So he can click a button, and it's like, after 10 meters, turn to the right, yeah. So the system will tell you where to go, yeah. And even sometimes, yeah, if you turn this around, yeah, there's a new building, so everything is in the system. And now the service technician comes and says, oh, where's the barcode of this, yeah. So also from that side, the service technician can register an asset, a device, whatever, yeah, in the system, yeah. And it automatically goes to the help desk. The help desk can assign this task that it will be completed. So what is the additional information required? Yeah. But with this, you build your whole asset register, your whole equipment list for the system. Yeah. And of course, especially also in incidental response. Yeah. You just send a task to the service team. Yeah. They get it. They know what to do. Yeah. And they can immediately go and then solve it. Deployment decisions. Yeah. Also something. Yeah. What has to be considered here, yeah? So all of this, of course, gives you criteria that you say, okay, yeah, which system I want, yeah? And of course, it always makes sense if you see the development on the markets, yeah? You have Microsoft Dynamics, for example, yeah? Microsoft Dynamics, now they bought Field 1, yeah? And of course, these companies, they work on integration, on communication of their systems, yeah? If you can buy the whole package out of one hand, for sure it makes a sense, yeah. You see SAP is trying a different way. They're trying to develop these solutions in-house. It's not good. This is my personal practical experience with this, yeah. You can automate everything, yeah. We can add here fleet management. We can add here the soft services now, yeah. The applications for cleaning, for landscaping, for gardening, yeah. But even here, yeah, people with vision, you can use the hard FM tool to define your soft services. It's just the question for you how to do it and how you discuss it with your consultant, yeah. Fleet management, also very important part. Usually facility management has a lot of cars. A lot of vehicles, trucks, we all know passenger transportation, yeah, all the buses for our laborers, yeah. So what we do with this, yeah, we send it to the workshop, or do we have to make sure that the workshop comes to us, yeah? But all of this can be integrated here, yeah. Even now you see that there are a lot of solutions for labor camp management, yeah. So when we go again to Qatar, in Qatar there are seven projects for new labor cities, yeah. Each city has 28,000 people, yeah. So you have to manage this, yeah. All aspects, yeah. This is like a city. You have police stations there. You have a shopping mall there. You have barber shops there. You have a fire brigade. You have canteens. You have laundries. You have mosques. You have irrigation systems. You have MEP. Everything in the buildings. Access control, yeah. Everything is there, and you have to manage this, yeah. So how you do this? By a very intelligent, let's say, combination of property, tenancy management, assets management, spare parts management, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. So the solution for automation of workflows, of processes is there today. Yeah. Here we see some more documents, also very important. Yeah. Some customers still require the hard copy service report. Yeah. Any document, HSE-related documents, checklists, whatever is needed here, yeah, you can upload to the system. You can assign it to a certain task. You can assign it to a certain asset, yeah. Everything is there, yeah. And you can access it directly from one system, from one desktop. Social collaboration, of course, sharing of information, yeah, integration of Microsoft SharePoint, for example, as collaboration platform, where you have MS Project involved, where you have the calendar involved. You can assign tasks. You can define deadlines, etc. Yeah. So, what is important if you go now for a new software solution? Yeah. We don't want to break our fingers using it. Yeah. At the moment, one company I'm working with, yeah, In parallel, they are implementing CFM, and on the other side, SAP. And don't ask the fights going on there with the SAP consultants, yeah? It's too complicated, yeah? It doesn't work. It cannot be in our business, yeah? The CFM is easier, because CFM has to do a little bit more with pictures than SAP, yeah? Features around the program we talked already about, the software we talked already about, yeah? The flexibility, of course, yeah? If we have a change in our processes, we have to change this in the system as well. Maintenance support upgrades, okay, yeah? Mobility, we talked about. Analytics is always very important, which information the system can give me, yeah? And again, yeah, the power of visualization, yeah? Colors, dashboards, traffic lights, cakes, whatever here, yeah? It makes life easier for us, yeah? If we have a report, and just by the colors I can decide where I have to do something, yeah? The integration with other systems is also very important from my point of view today. Reporting we talked about, and then, of course, the top and the bottom line. So, if you go that way, you walk that journey, yeah? What you can expect, yeah? Streamlined processes, yeah? Everybody will know the process, everybody will follow the process. You will have increased productivity, cost saving and profit, and you will have happy customers, yeah? And this is also very important, because nowadays, most of the companies are not able to explain to the customer what they are doing. Of course, we can talk, but the customer would like to see this, yeah? And we have, again, Hamad Medical, yeah? Where we help them is, yeah, 4 years now they're trying to build a cost center structure for the hospitals in their SAP system, yeah, and they couldn't do it. And now we help them to find a way how to assign cost to cost centers, that they really have a hospital, heart hospital, woman hospital, kidney clinic, yeah, as a cost center, and they can see which cost I have for certain aspects. We cannot cover everything, but at least we can start from the operations and maintenance of the building, yeah? And this makes the customer happier. Think a little bit what he's not expecting from you. Yeah? Every customer has expectation, but try to find something what he's not expecting, yeah? So, was a little bit comprehensive now. I think more or less I stayed in the time. Any questions from your side? Do we have a...
Good morning. Thank you very much for your briefing. I have a question, like based on your experience with different places and different projects. What is the most compelling? What are the most compelling features or the issues that are, kind of compelling the developer or the owners, to go for outsourcing instead of going for in-house management? What are the main features or main things, main issues that are, compelling or allowing him to make a decision about going with outsourcing? TFM, security, cleaning, and even most of his levers. Yeah.
If I may go back some years, yeah, I was part of the founding team of Lufthansa Facility Management, yeah, and we always had to cope with these questions here and these topics, yeah. Why the heck I shall give you my facility management, yeah? And we said, number one, because you don't know how to spell facility management. Number two, it's not your core business, yeah. If you go to, we did it for Volkswagen, for example, we did it for Ford, for example, yeah. So Ford's core business is not managing air handling units, yeah. Ford's core business is not cooking for the staff, yeah. Their core competence is building a car, yeah. So when they try to manage this by themselves now, yeah, there's a lot of things which can go wrong, yeah. If I can make this as examples, theft, yeah. The security company working with a waste manager, yeah. And under the waste, whole pallets with radios disappeared, yeah. And this is something you have to come with a certain experience, yeah, how you can structure this, yeah, to avoid this situation. So you have this everywhere, I mean, we are working with people, yeah. Also here, with people with low basic salaries. If you see this in the workforce sector, you have to make sure that you have a monitoring control there. Number one. Number two, the planning of facility management activities, yeah. There's a certain unpredictability. Is this the right word? Yeah. So, what will happen? Yeah. So, and if something happens and you don't have the right resources there, the right spare parts there, maybe a production process will stop. Yeah. If you have a paint shop, something is going wrong in the paint shop. Yeah. And you have to stop for 2 weeks. Yeah. Look, for automotive automotive manufacturer, it's a disaster. Yeah. Risks. Yeah. If this happens, yeah, I want to screw a contractor. I don't want to screw my own people. Yeah. Sometimes you have certain activities where you need somebody for, yeah, but you utilize him only 10 or 20% of his time, and the rest of the time he's sitting. Yeah. Now you ask him to do something else, and he says, "Sorry, it's not my job. I'm not hired as this." Yeah. So liabilities, cost. Yeah. I have one example just, yeah, Charité is a university hospital in Berlin, yeah. So via the total facility management over the last 7 years, they could save more than 350 million euros, which is roughly 1.4, 1.5 billion dirhams, yeah. So, and this is something you don't do from day one, yeah. This you do in the moment you have a reliable partner you're working with, yeah. You yourself, as the company who had this in-house, you would not think about, because your horizon on FM is quite limited. You know only what you are doing there in your facility, yeah. But if you have a good contractor, yeah, who comes with a lot of best practice from other customers, from other projects, from other countries, yeah, so they can help you to organize a lot of things by streamlining processes, yeah, by changing response times, by talking about replacement of components. Yeah. Today, a lot of components with a reduced maintenance or even maintenance free. Yeah. Even in the facility management, you have more and more robot technologies. Yeah. So I remember when I started to work in the 80s. Yeah, there was such an apprenticeship. Yeah, and the nightmare job for us was hospital in Lüdenscheid in Germany. Yeah, the apprentice here, he always had to climb into the kitchen ductwork and had to remove the fat, the grease. Yeah, this is something you don't want to do, and everybody of us had to do it for 2 weeks. Yeah, you don't want to do this today. You have robots for this. Yeah, the robot cat, they say. Yeah, it's a robot with brushes and sucking systems, yeah, so it removes it and cleans it. Yeah, there's a law in Germany that you have to do it for kitchen exhaust systems every year. Yeah, you see a lot of robots already in the cleaning. If you have large halls in airports or so, yeah, you don't need a guy sitting on this here. Yeah, the robot does it for you. We all know this little hoovers we can buy for our apartments here. Yeah, we have same. You have already lawn mowers. Yeah, we have one we bought in Doha for a sports field. Does it at night, yeah. And the systems are so intelligent, yeah. The lawnmower, it knows when the battery is empty, and it says, and it goes back to its charger, charges itself, and it knows exactly where it stops and goes back there and then continues, yeah. So there's all of this, yeah, is something you cannot develop all this knowledge just from in-house. This is my personal opinion on this, yeah.
From your experience, what do you see the most effective commercial model for doing facility management? Is it a unit rate? Is it a fixed price? Is it a KPI driven? Or is it a duty holder concept?
What we see here in this region is that a lot of the projects are just based on head count. Yeah? Bring me 500. So you bring 500 people in the morning, they do or they don't, and they leave. Yeah? Not a good model. Yeah? Because if something is not done, it's always the question why it is not done. Yeah, didn't the people do it? Don't we have enough resources there? Yeah. The unit price is something which is much better, because also now I'm coming from the owner side, from the facility owner side. Yeah, I give the responsibility to the facility manager. Let him do. Yeah, let him define how many people he needs. Yeah, he has to tell me that I can compare it a little bit. Yeah, and I also can do my feasibility on this. Yeah, this is a better solution than the headcount. Yeah. The ideal solution from my point of view is output-based, yeah? That you say, okay, functionality of systems, yeah? 99.9997%, yeah? So it means at the end of the day, the handling unit can interrupt operation for 8 hours per year, something like this, yeah? So the output-based management is for sure a better system than connected with service levels. Yeah. So service levels means, yeah, I have my equipment and I define service levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Yeah. And then I say, okay, service level 1, emergency. Yeah. Water leakage, fire, stop of operation of critical air handling units. Let's stay with the Qatar Rail again. And if in a metro station the air handling unit stops working, it has to be done immediately. Yeah, I don't know if one of you already had the pleasure getting stuck in an elevator in this region here. Yeah, I had it once. Yeah, it just took 10 minutes, but I thought I have to die, because within 1 minute the temperature goes up. You cannot imagine. If the AC stops working, yeah, it's unbelievable. Yeah. So, service levels with output, this is my personal opinion, is the best solution.
Thank you, Andreas. We really appreciate your speech. I hope it was very insightful for you, as it was insightful for me as well.